Yo, what's up? Welcome. It's Gustavo Adolfo Uribe here, and it's about my fourth week in V School Coding Boot Camp in Salt Lake City. So I've been a month here, and I decided to make a video about 5 things that I should have learned more or practiced more preparation before going to boot camp. So I'm just gonna go right in, and then I'll give you my food for thought and some more bonus stuff. Okay, so step right number one. Okay, cool. It's Edabit, and this is. Hold on, let me just move this here. Yeah. And basically, this is a um, challenges. You do JavaScript. You got to learn JavaScript. So vanilla JavaScript. If you're going to a boot camp, you just got to know it like the back of your hand. You're not gonna know it by the back of your hand before you get there, but if you can just start working on it as soon as possible, that would be great. And then this, I've done, just so you know, tried many things, and this one was recommended to me by the homies at V School, Edabit, and I actually started doing it, and I got to the medium difficulty before I got here, and I'll just demonstrate why it's so good, why this I love Edabit. And I'll just show you real quick. So you want to do a challenge, right? Return the sum of two numbers, and I'll just get it in real quick. And they tell you what the thing is. Okay, so basically you want a function that takes two numbers and returns their sum, right? Real easy peasy if you've already done this before, but if you're new like I was like, what in the hell? I don't get it. What's going on here? So basically then you just go here, code, um, and there's this other, whoops, it's for later, JS. There's this other one. This is. I'm just gonna show you the method that I was taught that really helped me get stuff done. So, oops, console. What's going on here? JavaScript console. Okay, cool. So this JS bin is just like a little playground where you can just practice stuff. So you don't practice it directly in here. What you want to do is just copy that, paste it here, and then you want a console log, which means just write it down. Addition, and then let's just say 1, 2. So you're taking your arguments over here, and then when you run it, hold on a second. I don't want the output. Yeah. You're gonna run it, and it should be undefined, which is good. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Okay, cool. It's kind of looking a little weird right now, but whatever. Okay, so basically, then you do your pseudocode, which is basically, well, I need to add A plus B, right? And then then you start to do it, and it takes a while, but this is kind of the secret to the sauce right here. A plus B, and that should work. 3, okay. I don't know why this is giving us all kinds of extra stuff right now. I had it configured where it's a little bit easier. So 3, so that works. Another one that's kind of like, oops, like JSBin is Ripple. This is another one where you can practice stuff. I should be in here, and let's just do a practice on JavaScript. So this is really helpful. I didn't know this stuff before. When I was preparing, I ran across it from here and there. I actually learned Ripple from Hack Reactor SSP when I was doing that, but I dropped out of that, and I'll let you know more in the bonus section. But here you go. I can just take that. JavaScript, paste, hello. Okay, and that should work. Okay, 3. So this one was giving me all kinds of bonus stuff. I don't know what the hell. I don't. It's usually just gives me that, but whatever. Ripple does the same thing. So as you can see, then you take this. Okay, you figure it out here in your little playground, and then you go back here, and then you could just copy and paste that, and then you're gonna check it. And it passed. Okay, good. So I'm not a complete idiot, guys. So anyways, so then that passes. Now this is what's cool about Edabit. Then you go into the resources, or you can do this before, but it has like stuff that you can check to gives you hints. You know, you just look at this stuff, and you're like, okay, well maybe I could get a hint here. Throw me a bone, la 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 la. And then okay, so here it is, solutions. Now this is why I love Edabits, is that you can go in here and you can see how other people passed this test, and you can see all the different ways that they did it, right? And when you're doing this, the more and more practice that you actually get learning JavaScript and doing challenges, is that the more you go into the solutions tab, the more you see like different ways of how people do it, and patterns of quick ways to do it. So usually there's going to be a return something something something, like one line. If you can get it in one line or like 4 lines, I mean, you're doing it right. You just want to do the minimum to make it real clean, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like I said, the more experience, the more you want to get that code just like real clean. And you're gonna notice that some people use colons, semicolons, but you don't really need to use those. And I didn't really know that until I was getting more into it. There's like, once you get more into it, there's actually stylistic things that seem to come into play. Anyways, so that's Edabits. That's number 1. So just go to Edabits and do these challenges until your eyes bleed. You know, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I can point you in the right direction. I'm not like a genius with JavaScript, but like I can show you, like if you look at my videos, I show you like things that I learned that helped me. So I'm sharing it with the homies. So what's next? Let me check my cheat sheet here. Okay, Edabit, Flex. Okay, so the other thing that I wish I studied more is HTML, CSS. There's a CS. Most people, they think that HTML and CSS are easy, and that's actually furthest from the truth. What I find is that HTML, CSS is probably like very time consuming. I mean, obviously with more experience you could hammer it out quicker, but just like actually getting used to just designing the web page and making it look like what you want, there's so much more to it actually, because it's not just a web page, it's like different sizes of web pages, and making it responsive, meaning that when you change it, the website changes the layout to accommodate the viewing, like a tablet, phone, or a computer or whatever. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot more to it than just like, you know, body tag, header. There's way more to it than that. So I wish that if I got these videos like before I came to this boot camp, I would have been a lot better place. But hey, I'm learning, so whatever. I'm sharing this with you. Here's a CSS Flex box, or Flex, and I found this videos through VS School, and this is bomb. I'm gonna put this in the description. It's basically a Scrimba. Scrimba, if you've never heard of it, it's like a video, but the cool thing is that you can pause it, and then you could actually like change it, you know, and it does it in real time. Should change it in real time. Hello. That's kind of weird. Well, anyways, you can mess with the code and it'll mess with the window. which is really cool. So you could pause it, copy and paste, and do. And this one, this guy's really good. I really recommend it. So he goes over Flex, and it's basically Flex. If you don't know what that is, it's basically CSS secret sauce, and it makes it like so anything like in a row. Um, you can make it responsive, so like it centers nice and it will collapse nice. um and if you could just like get used to that, I mean, just study it and make some websites like they're just simple like that, you know what I'm saying? Just get used to it, I mean, I mean, dude, you can't just be like doing JavaScript algorithms and expect to be a good like web developer. You have to know everything, and that's the hardest thing to me is realizing that there's so much to learn. Um, it just adds on and adds on and adds on. Then you need this component and that component. It's like, oh. So, anyways, whatever. So that's Flex. Now, third thing that I wish I studied is Grid, which is CSS Grid. And here's another Scrimba I'll put in the description, which is kind of the same thing, but Grid is when you're actually making the layouts, and you could actually make the boxes uh, be responsive. And the reason I'm not saying uh, learn one or the other is because you use them both. So you can actually do your layouts with the Grid, and then use Flex inside the div of the Grid for like your header or something like that, or some content or whatever. So you use them both, but they're both related, but you have to kind of learn them separately to really get it. You know what I'm saying? So that is something I highly recommend, because like I said, dude, you're not just going to be doing like JavaScript stuff. You got to learn all of it. So believe it or not, this is like your Achilles heel, bro. I mean, you could be really good at coding, and then you get to the CSS stuff, and you're just like, oh god, oh god, oh god. Or you think you're pretty good at the CSS stuff, and then you start learning this advanced stuff, and you're like, oh crap. So, anyways, moving on. Terminal. Okay, so this is something that I wish I put more time into before coming here, because um, like I spent most of my time doing the JavaScript stuff, and I did do my free code camp things, and that really helped. But now that I know what I should have just hammered, like, snipered. What was I doing again? Sorry guys, I have like ADHD or something. Terminal, whatever. Okay, terminal. So terminal is this thing right here. Okay, this is the terminal. Now, if you have a Mac, it's terminal. I'm actually on a Linux right now, operating system, and I'll get more into that in the bonus section. This is a terminal, and what it does is like you do like matrix stuff, and then it does stuff, and it's really dry. It's really kind of boring, but you will be surprised how much you need to get used to this thing. Just getting used to the commands, getting used to the layouts, getting used to what it does. Holy crap. And I'm gonna give you guys a brief demo of what kind of stuff that you're gonna expect to see when you get to the coding boot camp. Yeah, yo. So anyway, so then you go here. Let me pull up a thing here, and then I'm going to show you here. This is like a little reminder that you need to git commit, and what that is, it's like git is this repository thing that you upload your code to, and you could download your code to, and you try to sync it. It's like a cloud or something, and so that's one of the things that you use this for. And I'll give you an example. So like right now I gotta go into my assignments folder and upload my stuff, and I just did it right now, but I'll show you what it's like. So like, first of all, pwd, I'm gonna figure out where I am in my directory, right? So I gotta go, like ls will show it, I gotta go to my documents. So I gotta go cd documents. Now I'm in now this is the folder V school assignments. So then I gotta go CD V school assignments. Okay, now I'm in there, and now I'm in that directory. So it's kind of like if you went to your this and I found it through here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so that's what it is. Like documents, these school assignments, right? Okay. Then I gotta do this. Git add a, and the next one, git commit. Now this looks like really like weird and lame. It is, but you gotta do it. And so then you gotta write a message like, okay, this is a test for the homies. And then that message will be like kind of in the log, so you can see like your different uploads and stuff. And it says like it's already okay, you already did it, because I just did it before I did this video, but we're gonna do it anyways. Just shut up, just get pushed, cholo. And then my username, password, and then cool, everything's up to date. So it's already uploaded. So that's the type of stuff that you're gonna be using this terminal for. Now, if you have a Windows, you could still use. I think that you could still use a terminal type thing, but you got to get this this patch or something called Bash. I think that's what it is. Correct? You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't tried it before, so I don't know. But I think that's the way to do it, because I have another homie in class that he does it with Windows. He doesn't like Mac. I don't like Mac, but a lot of people do. Whatever. I do have Macs, by the way. But I'll get more into that in the bonus section. Okay, let's move on. So VS Code. VS Code is the next thing that I want to share with you guys for this. And VS Code is a program that it's like organizes your web page. So you got your index HTML. For example, on this project that I'm working on, index HTML is like your main HTML. Then you got your styles, which does all the colors and the text and the styling. Then you got your app.js, which is where you put your JavaScript code. And this is just a basic DOM. It's called DOM. And then this VS Code, you can work with it. And there's other programs that do this, I think, but this seems, I don't know if it's industry standard, but it seems to be that way. So so check this out. Like, there's things that you gotta do to kind of configure it. You gotta get some other stuff, but there's this stuff called modules and stuff that you download it, and then you use the terminal. Watch, you can use the control. Shit, I forgot what it was. Oh, here we go. So then I just put the this thing on, which is view what is it, debug or integrated console. So control and tilde. Okay, so anyway, so this pops up, and then what you can do is you can do the code, which is the exact same thing as using the terminal, right? And do stuff. And then you got your console, and you could check your code. Like if you're doing some JavaScript code, like let's say you want to just run this code, then you do something like node and then app.js, and then it would like run the code. But for example, this project that I'm working on, I'm still working on it, but I'm just basically doing a to-do list, and I'm stuck on the delete button, but basically it uses this Ajax and mailman, and somehow it goes to this. We're learning like API stuff, so this goes to something and it retrieves this. Like, watch, add to do, and then when I refresh it, it should show up. Yep, it shows up. Um, and still, they kind of wrapping my head around it. There's just so much to learn. But basically, I'm trying to get that to work. And then like we're gonna get into the React and like do some more back end stuff. So it's just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Anyway, so that's what that is now. Um, so if I were you and you're trying to prepare for boot camp, if you watch this video and do the stuff I said, I explained, dude, I think you guys would be a lot better off. I really do. I know there's other boot camps may have subtlety differences on what they teach you, but I mean, either way, man, I think that if you're trying to get a code job or whatever, you're gonna use terminal, you're gonna run into CSS, you're gonna run into JavaScript. You may use something like VS Code. You know what I'm saying? Get used to it. Get used to it now. Okay, now I'm gonna do the bonus section, all right? And this is where I get real, I get raw. If you see my videos, I spend money like a drunken sailor. I swear like a drunken sailor. I don't sail like a drunken sailor, but I don't know. Maybe I was a drunken sailor in my past life. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, plus. So here's the raw. Here's the raw. I'm actually food for thought here. I'm actually a couple days ago. Okay, well, okay, this is the truth. Okay, I bought this laptop, okay, for 270 bucks on eBay. An HP Windows 10 i7, 8 gigabits of RAM. I upgraded the RAM for 50 bucks, so I spent like maybe 330 bucks, 350 bucks max, right? And this laptop is amazing. It's got a 14 screen. It's got a webcam. It's fast, and I actually have a dual boot with Linux Mint, and I YouTubed it and I figured out how to do it, and I could actually boot it and choose it. Do I want Windows or do I want Linux Mint? And that is freaking awesome once you get it to work. And I'm on Linux right now, doing my code stuff, right? Now what happened was is that I bought it and I was like, man, I got a good deal for 350 bucks. But the code school that I'm going to, V school, they want you to use a Mac. And I'm like, man, I thought, what? Nah, man, I already got the laptop, but I gotta get a MacBook, and then you gotta get one that's less than 7 years old. And I was like, shit, all right. So then I got it, and because I didn't know anything, and I bought this one for like 420, right? This is a 2012, mid 2012 for 420. It's good. It's good. It's not bad. But yes, a couple days ago I was using it, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna use this laptop, this Windows one, because I have Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, and Lighthouse. I was like, okay, I can edit my YouTube videos with this laptop, and I'll use the MacBook to do my code. A couple days ago, I'm drinking coffee, and I spilled coffee all over my MacBook, dude. Like, it was bad, dude. And I was like, oh shit. So I cleaned it off, and the MacBook, it turns on, and the buttons won't work. And then it turns on, it turns on, and then it turned off, and then it kept restarting. It kept restarting. And I was like, oh shit, this MacBook is RIP, bro. It's RIP, yo. So I'm like, well, I originally intended to use Linux for the code bootcamp anyway, so I'm using this. I configured this laptop with a dual boot with Linux Mint, and look, as you can see, my desktop is badass. Look at this shit, man. I got two. I could put my Windows here, my tabs, and I could put my apps right here, and it's real clean. And then I even have it so like when I plug it into the monitor, I have like a bar up here, and it's bad, bro. It's bad, bro. And I like this because this Linux Mint because um it's clean. I don't have to log into Apple ID all the time. I don't have stupid ass notifications all the time, and I could go here and I could go to this software manager. Um, yeah, here we go. You see my screen? All right, software manager, and I could just, I mean, VS Code. Let's see, virtual. Uh, I don't even remember what it's called actually. Virtual Studio. Well, I don't know. I downloaded VS Code. I don't know. It's not showing up. Let's see. There it is. And you can download the programs right here. You don't even have to go to sign into the Mac store and shit and do all this pendejadas, bro. You just download it right here. And I got this video camera software, vocal screen. I mean, it works. I didn't have to. It's free. I think I could probably donate some money to them, but and it works, dude. And I got Spotify. I got Slack, Google Chrome, and it works. It works fine, dude. And some people were in class were like, "What, dude? You're not using a MacBook?" I'm like, "Hell, fucking no! I'm not spending $1,000 to get one or rent one. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that." Anyways, whatever. So that's bonus material, food for thought. So uh, you want to save some money, man? You could get one of these guys, and then you get to go. You could do a dual boot. Get the Linux, get the Windows, bam. Because look at that. This is a brand new laptop versus this other one, which is like 7 years old or whatever, and cheaper and faster. I got more RAM. Look at that. I got 256 gigabytes of SSD, dude. It's bad, bro. So, anyways, that's some food for thought. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any comments or questions, just post them up there. I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna get back to you. I'm trying to grow this channel and share my experiences with everyone. So thanks for watching. All right. Let me do my thumbnail. Get the terminal out. All right. Okay. Stop messing around. Okay. Bye. Thanks.